All right, we're going to make sure that we're live. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. This is the newest segment of Is It Friday Yet? And I'm super excited to bring this to you all because it's all about resumes, and we know how tedious resumes can be. And so I wanted to bring you guys this information. Let me back up a little bit. All right, let me make sure that this is live by going to my channel. Awesome. It is live. Okay, cool. We're going to get straight down to it because I don't want this to be a super long episode. But again, hey guys, what's up? My name is Jordan. If you are unfamiliar with me, I am from Boss Life in Progress. That's my company. And I'm a career and confidence coach. I work with millennials that want to not only build confidence, but they also want to land that dream job. So if you're looking for promotions, better benefits, basically anything that goes with career advancement and job searching, I am your girl. You can find out more information on my Instagram, which is Boss Life in Progress. It's on the screen. And if you want to take an even deeper dive, you can check out my website, which is on the screen right there, www.bosslifeinprogress.com. Make sure you guys go and check that out for more info. Now, answering the 3 important questions on your resume is not about writing the answers to these questions, but I really want you to keep in mind these questions as you write, because I never want anyone to waste their time. And do I think applying and writing a resume and tweaking it is a waste of time? No, but I want you to be prepared with the information so that you're going, okay, is this the company for me? Do they pay enough? Are the benefits where they need to be? Because if the company is not serving you in a way that you want, there's not really much point outside of certain circumstances that you want to waste your valuable time and energy in applying. So you always want to make sure that the company is going to be serving you in a way that you actually need. And so let's get into these questions. Let's go. Let me find the first one. Okay. The first one is, do you understand what they need? And basically, I got my notes over here. So if you see me looking over here, do you understand what they need is, are you looking at the job description? Are you looking at things that keywords and their preferences and the things that are required? Are you looking at all that? A lot of times we will go, we'll look at the job description, we will skip everything and go down to the responsibilities and be like, you know what? I can do that. Let me apply to that. And so we take our resume and we slap a couple of keywords from the job description because that's what Google told us to do. And we pop in a couple percentages because that's what Google told us to do. But we aren't really looking and taking a even mid-size dive into the job description. So I really need you to stop before you hit send, submit, whatever, and look at that job description and ask yourself, do you understand what they need, what their requirements versus their preferences are? Because requirements, obviously, they require it. Those are things you're going to need to have. Preferences are things that they would like you to have, but not necessarily, they don't require you to have them. And do strong candidates have the preferences? Yes, but you can always articulate your value. And so if you don't have as strong catalog or experience as someone else, you can still get the job over them. You just have to learn how to articulate what the job description is telling you back into your resume. So we want to reflect into the resume. We don't want to copy and paste. No keyword stuffing. We want to make sure that you are a good fit. Now, a lot of people will ask, what percentage of the job description do I need to fulfill or fit or check a box to know that it's okay for me to apply and I'm not wasting my time? I either overqualified or underqualified. And I will say that you're going to hear this cliche statistic all the time, but men will actually apply to jobs where they only meet about 60% of their 60 to 70% of the requirements versus a woman who is going to want to apply to jobs where she meets 80 or more % of the requirements. And for me, if you in your heart of hearts know that you are a fit and you have the experience right now, or you can get it if it's going to be a long job posting, then I would say go ahead and apply. So if you want a number, if you're going to drag it out of me, 60 to 70%. Make sure you're checking the required boxes. And then if you want to spice it up with some of the preferred, go on. But if, for example, you're going for a admin assistant and it says that a requirement is bilingual and you don't know another language, that's probably not a box that you can check. And therefore, that's probably not something that you need to be applying for. When we're saying apply for things where you don't meet all the requirements, we're saying the things that you can learn on the job. Can you learn another language on the job? Yes. But do they need you to know it before you get there? Yes. So the things that they need you to know before you get there, that's what we're talking about. And so make sure, you're reading the job description and not just pulling out all these buzzwords and cliche, detail-oriented, team player, those type of words. Make sure you're really going in there and figuring it out. Okay, what are the required keywords, and then what are the preferred keywords, and then work your way from there. I was trying to think of another example, but I'm not going to pull that off the top of my head right now. But just make sure you are doing that. Next question is, do you have the skills that they need or want? We kind of touched on this, but really self-audit. That's one of the things that we're so quick to audit other people and to see where they're lacking, but we need to take the time to see where we are lacking. And so not saying that you not having the skills is a bad thing, but at this time, applying to this position may not be the right thing, because do you have the skills that they need and or want? Again, that's looking at the job description. That's matching up keywords with your experience. I saw a post recently where someone was talking about they were talking about lying on their resume. And I do think that can come back and bite you in the butt, especially if it's a skill-based lie where you're saying you have experience and skill in something and you don't. I feel like that can come back and bite you in the butt. But that's just me and my moral compass. Do you, boo? But I think that if you're asking yourself, do you have the skills? And I know, do you have the skills that they want or need? If it says we need 3 years of experience and you have 2, apply. Let them tell you no. I'm not saying it says you need 10 years and you have 2. I'm saying if you're on the cusp of having that experience or the requirements, apply. Let them tell you no. But make sure that you're being strategic about it. You just don't want to apply to any and everything, because then it becomes like a gumbo soup of, okay, I applied for admin assistant, but I also applied to be an engineer, but I also applied to be a biologist, and I applied for this, and it becomes a gumbo soup of I don't know what I actually want to do. So when you are a jack of all trades, you are a master of none. And people are looking for specific skills and specific skill sets versus someone who is more general and has a little bit of knowledge about the specific thing that they're looking for. So you also want to make sure that when you're applying, you're hitting these marks. If they ask for someone that has a science degree and you have a dance degree, then most likely, unless you have extensive experience, it's not going to be for you. Do you have to have the degrees and the certification and the certifications and all that stuff? Not necessarily, but you really don't want to waste your precious time and energy on things that aren't going to benefit you. And so if you see a job that you like and you feel like you fit the requirements, maybe not to a T or 100%, go for it. If you see a job that you like and you don't fit the requirements at all, then I feel like you're just going to take time away from other things that you could be doing, like networking, LinkedIn, and all these other different things besides the resume, because I really do want to get into the resume. But it's just one important part of a larger puzzle. And with that being said, really quickly, before we get to the last important question for you to answer, I want to let you guys know that I'm having a workshop, the Winning Resume Workshop, and that'll be in about 2 weeks. I'll leave the link to the description down. I'll leave the link to the description, Lord. I will leave the link to more information down in the description so you guys can check that out. But I will be doing a resume workshop, and I will have everything from what we talked about, percentages, and we talked about buzzwords, and we talked about cliches, everything. And we're gonna sit there and go line by line to help you actually write or tweak your resume. And I'm doing this because I wanna make sure that people are getting past this part, because a lot of people are getting stuck. They're getting paralysis analysis, or analysis paralysis, whatever it's called, and they're getting in their head about how to write a good resume. And so what I want to do is make sure that you all have these good resumes and you know how to tweak your resume so that you're saving time. It doesn't take you an hour each time to apply to a job, because you know after looking in the job description what your resume needs to be like. And so I want to get you guys past that point so we can talk about, the sexier topics like salary negotiation and promotions. But we can't even get there until we work on the foundations, which are things like resume and cover letters and things like that. So if you guys want more information on my Winning Resume Workshop, then click the link down in the description and it'll take you to the page where you can get more information. Last question, moving on. Last question is, have you produced results in the past? And specifically, I'm talking to the people who have had maybe 2, 3+ years of experience, like 3 and up, because that's one of the biggest things. A lot of times you will slap on responsibilities on your resume, and what the hiring manager and recruiters are looking for is more so a mixture. Can you have all accomplishments? I guess, but to me, it looks a lot better and cleaner if you have a mixture of responsibilities and accomplishments. That's something I'm going to be talking about in the workshop. It's just a quick bullet formula, XYZ, easy. And let me actually see while we're here. So accomplish X as measured by Y by doing Z. So I'll say that again. Accomplished X as measured by Y by doing Z. And that is a simple bullet formula that you can do in your experience section that's really going to vamp up what you're trying to do. And so if you haven't produced the results, is there some sort of transferable skill, transferable result that you can put in place of that? So for my people 3 years and up, do you have you produced results? Have you produced some sort of result? It doesn't have to be exactly what you're applying for, but have you done numbers? Have you pulled in clients? Have you streamlined workflows? Have you done something like that? And these are the things that you want to put on your resume versus I filed paperwork and I kept an organized system. Okay, but what did you do? What did you accomplish? How was it measured? And then by doing what? And so again, these are all things I'm going to be talking about in the Winning Resume Workshop. Check the description down below for the link. And then, so I think that was the last question. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to just check my phone so I can make sure there's no questions. All right, awesome. So like I said, this one is going to be super short and super sweet. If you guys have any questions, again, you can follow me and DM me at Boss Life in Progress. You can check out my website, www.bosslifeinprogress.com. Again, my name is Jordan. I'm a career and confidence coach. I work with millennials to help them not only build their confidence, but also land those dream jobs. So that's all I got for you guys today. So I will catch you guys on my next live, or I will catch you guys in the Winning Resume workshop. Thanks again. I'll see you later.